How to use HoneyBook if you are just getting started. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll be basically showcasing HoneyBook, how to use it if you're just getting started, if you're a beginner with HoneyBook, what you can do with it, and how basically HoneyBook is going to help you out. So basically, let's talk about HoneyBook. First, as an introduction, as you can see in the front of the screen, it is the all-in-one client flow platform for those who do it all. HoneyBook is a platform for client flow, as you can see, and it offers plenty of features and tools to help you with your client flow. You can see some of the features here, like sending invoices, signing contracts, creating forms, managing projects, sending forms, and things like that. But just like I said, accept online payments, track inquiries, and automate workflows, and just plenty more tools and to work with. HoneyBook is just going to give you everything, and you just feel free to use whatever you need for you and your client flow. So you can just first visit honeybook.com and you can just scroll down and read more about how HoneyBook can actually help you out. But what I'm going to be talking about first is the pricing, because you would want to know how much it costs. So it does offer a 7-day free trial, which you can use to see whether you like it or not, whether it's going to be more of your tone or not. And then you can feel free to upgrade to one of these 3 plans that they offer, whether it's going to be the starter plan, essentials, or premium plan, and you can see the pricing for yourself for a monthly cost or yearly. I'm not going to compare everything that these plans have, so feel free to just get to this page and see which one suits you best. But I'm just going to go ahead and get started with HoneyBook so I can show you how to sign up. So just visit honeybook.com, and then we can just go to start free trial. And then I'm just going to do somewhere else, and I'm going to finish this up and get back to you. Actually, I'm just going to sign up and finish the signing up process. It's going to be boring for you to see it. I'm going to finish up the signing up process and get back to you once I'm in the dashboard. So once you finish up the steps for creating your account, you can also do more things like jumpstart your account, as it says here, and you can actually add your company website, which is just going to let them know more stuff about it using AI. It's just going to help you set up your HoneyBook easier, basically. I'm just going to go for no thanks for the time being. And now you just finish up the setup, like answering most of the questions or all of the questions that they give. You can also skip them if you want. And basically, this is all you need to do. And we will get started once we are in the dashboard. So once you finish up your signing up process, you should find yourself in this homepage in HoneyBook. And here you'll be able to set up a few things if you're just getting started, like adding your logo, your profile picture, and so much more. To add your logo, you just simply click on here, and then you will need to choose your image, and I'll just use this one for the sake of this video. It's not really my logo, but I'm just going to be using it. I don't think it's even going to be the proper size. Yes, I'm just going to be using it regardless. I'm just going to keep it as this. Click on save and use it. Same goes for profile picture. I'm not going to read the upload one right now, but you can upload your very own profile picture. And then we can click on brand color and choose a brand color for our brand. Basically is going to change how it's going to look like. So usually if you have a business, you would want to like choose a brand color for yourself. Let's go with this color. I don't even know. And then you can just click on next and set up more stuff here as well. I'm going to skip the setting up process. You should take the time to fill those in if you're just getting started, so feel free to take the time to do so. But let's talk about HoneyBook and the actual things that we can actually go ahead and do. We have the homepage, which we are in. Usually it's just going to show you some of the summaries of what's been happening, but then we have the projects basically tab or homepage here. Here we can actually go ahead and create a project and basically have a lot of information about that specific project. To create a project is very easy. Just head on over to the project section, click on create a project. And then here we would want to give it a name. So let's just do test project. Project type education, lead source. I'm just going to do client referral, for example. Date and time zone, you would want to set them up as well. We can just do this start date. Let's just do, I believe I can actually create without a start date. Yes. Okay, so now that we have our project, now we have our workspace here. We can obviously change the image and all of those things, but we have more stuff here. So we have the members here. This is going to be yourself and all the team members that you have in here. If you want to add someone to this specific project, click on add, and you can actually go ahead and add either a client, someone to help you, or a team member. So you can feel free to add people from here, and you can just enter their emails and it should work for you. An activity is going to show you pretty much all or what your team members have been doing in here. And files, you'll obviously see all the files. Payments, notes, and details are going to be also self-explanatory. You can create more things in here, like create file, and adding more stuff in here, like adding your leads and so much more. Speaking of, we can go to the next section, which is going to be the clients section, which is going to be one of the more important ones here. You can import your contacts here and have a list of all the contacts and all the details about them, like their emails, addresses, so much more, depending on what type of information that you actually require from your contacts. They are going to all be available from there. But we also have more stuff like actually creating a lead form, which is very, very useful, or your, generic contact form. And we can just actually create both. So we can click on lead form, for example, and in here we can actually go ahead and create a new one. So we would want to start from. So basically it's choosing the type of form that we want to create, whether it's going to be one-time consultation, a call partnership form, mini session, VIP day, digital product, and all of those things. Let's just do it for inquiry form, and it's going to showcase the template, but we are just going to click on edit this template, and it's going to send us to the place where we can actually add stuff. We add questions, we add all of those things that we need to add. So here we have the lead details, lead form questions. We have this one, the full name, email, and phone number, and you can see the stars besides them, which means it's mandatory. You can actually edit them by clicking on the pencil icon next to them, and you can also delete them if you want to. If you want to edit them, you can actually make sure or change whether it's a required question or not, and so much more. I'm just going to delete the phone number, for example, and we can add a question, and we can go ahead and choose what type of answer we want it to be, whether it's a drop-down list, short text answer, or long text answer, and so much more. So we can just keep it as short text answer, and we would want to obviously add a question and click on next and check whether or not it's a required question or not. And then you would want to click on next, set up the services that you want to offer. You can obviously edit the name and the price and all of the description of it. Just do all of this, and you can add more services if you want to. Click on next, and then we can actually set up the form settings, and we can actually add a lead from title. So here you would want to add the title for your form, thumbnail, and more stuff, and you can actually go ahead and create it. So this is going to be for the lead form. Same goes for the contact form. You can actually go ahead and go to the contacts form and click on create a new, and you would want to go ahead and choose what type of form that you want to create, and go ahead through the editor again and add questions, services, and so much more. Next up, we have more stuff like and the templates. We can see file templates, services we would want to keep, which makes things easier for us, emails, and template gallery, which is going to give you plenty of templates to choose from. In tools, we have a lot of things that we can actually go ahead and use. like the calendar here, for example. We can actually set up bookings and projects and meetings and so much more in this um, calendar view, basically. And also, it's going to show you, as any calendar view that you have, you can see all the meetings that you have upcoming and so on. Now, if you want to create something for your calendar, you would want to click on a specific date and whether you want to create a meeting or create a project for that specific date. Just click on the proper one that you want to create and fill in the things that you want. For example, if it's a meeting, you would want to give it a title, a date, type, project. Obviously, you would want to have a project for it. It's not mandatory if you don't, so you can just go ahead and keep it. And then you would want to change this, whether it's in person, phone call, video call, and so much more. And you would want to give it a description as well. This is for creating a meeting within the calendar. So calendar view is going to be very, very helpful. Same goes for the scheduling part. Here you would want to actually set up your form for scheduling, and here you would be able to set up all of those things that are related to that when it comes to being able to schedule events and so much more, or services as well. Here we have also integrations if you want to integrate obviously with different apps to make your life easier, for example, calendars and so much more stuff. Now here tasks are going to be for your task management, so we can actually go ahead and organize those as well, or project management, so we can actually go through this section and talk about how to set up tasks and all of those things. But instead, I'm going to talk about the automations as well. For automations, you can do plenty of things. You can actually set up new automation and create all sorts of things or workflows that are going to be basically automated for you. For example, sending an email when somebody fills in a form, as in a confirmation email. If you want to send more things when it comes to the automation type. So for example, we would want to add a first action, which is going to be the what happens when somebody does a specific thing. We would want to create, for example, a task for yourself, telling yourself to maybe verify the form that they have filled or something like that, or send an email to the client automatically. So we can just do send email. This is the start and this is the actual automation. And we would want to click on email templates that we want to do, or actually create a new one from scratch and enter the topics that we want to use. And here you can also add more stuff. For example, the create a task for yourself, give it a name like verify contacts details or whatever it may be. And this, just keep it as 0 unless you want it to be delayed. And here you can set up the email. Again, you can create your own template. Just give it a subject and whatever you want. This is going to be the email that they see, so make sure it's actually accurate and professional. And you can actually just go ahead and save. So this, let me just save and actually just exit. I don't really need to have this. Here, finances. Here is going to be for the tools again. So we have time tracker and more stuff here as well. I can't really go over everything, otherwise it's going to take too long. So we have the finances here. We can actually create invoices, see payments, expenses, reports, and so much stuff. So for example, we can go to the invoices, create invoice, and actually create a, we would need a project for it. Did we create a project or not? Okay, so I don't think we have created any project yet. So let me just create invoice. You would want to give it a name, test project. I believe we didn't save that, so we can just go ahead and save that. And you would want to go through the invoice details and set everything up. And you can also have more customization options here if you want. So I believe I kind of showed you most of the things that you can do within HoneyBook. So you can now see that you have a lot of things, a lot of tools to help you with your client flow and management. So you can see your templates, your clients, all about your clients, your emails, your projects, your task management, and all of those things. And you can always just go back to the homepage and see all about what happened for you and your team members. So with that being said, I hope this video was helpful for you to kickstart your journey with HoneyBook, and I hope that you liked this video. And this is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.